I know when I was talking to Jessica about seeing, she was like, it kind of made me sad to think about like the fact that they knew each other for so long, but then like a couple years later, it's just like, hi, from across the room. Did you feel anything, or do men just not care? See, I don't care. I was like, that is so sad, but here you go.
And I think I guess because like there was never really any beef.
Yeah,
so,
it's
like,
weird.
As like a guy, when we stop talking to a friend, generally it isn't because like, oh, there was a problem. It was just because we don't talk no more. And if we see him, it's and we keep it pushing. Like I don't have any problems with that person at all. And I don't think it should be weird. Like, it's just, we moved on for our lives. It's not a bad thing.
You don't think about the memories?
Maybe afterwards. It's like, oh, dang, I used to be real cool with someone. Mm-hmm. And then, sucks to suck, I guess.
Like, you want to do something afterwards?
Like, do you want to
I don't.
Should I hit them up after? Like, yo, it was because I think that's worse.
No, that's weird. I wouldn't do that. I'd be lying if I said that. I just mean like, I don't know. I guess like to feel any sense of sadness. I don't know. I guess they obviously maybe women are maybe a little bit more emotionally wired and intelligent than the rest of you. So maybe that's
us men is the rest of you.
The others.
The other
The
Yeah.
others.
So maybe that's what it is. I guess I'd be lying if I go places. If I see somebody I know. I went to the gym. It was this woman I worked with. It was actually pretty cool. I went to her. She was selling her house when we were trying to buy a house. She invited me to her home to see her house to see if I was interested. I was in her house with her kids. Seen her at Orange Theory when I was working out. I saw her as soon as she came in. I knew who she was. And I was like, please don't notice me. If I could cancel this class right now and get the class back, I would have. Just to avoid speaking to someone I know.
Wow.
Sorry. And I went through the whole class. She was right beside me. I was like, please don't put her beside me. I was 6 and they made her 7. I was like, come on.
But you didn't want to say hi?
No.
I'm with you there.
Were you nervous?
No, I don't like forced socialization. Like if it's someone no.
On your terms.
I don't know. I can see my cousin in the grocery store and I'll probably duck into the next aisle. I just don't feel like talking sometimes.
I've done it, so I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it depends. So I would not have been like, oh, girl, let's get some coffee after. That's a lie.
I didn't even say hi.
But I would have been sad.
Yeah, no, I get in situations where I'm like, dang, I did know this person for a period of time, but I don't think I cared that much afterwards, but I felt the feeling in that moment, like, dang, we were really cool. All right, now wait a shot.
Yeah.
Y'all are heartless. I don't know. I do think that not all women, I won't be the spokesperson, but I do think we approach friendship in a more like, I don't know, I felt we approach friendship the same way we approach relationships. There's expectations, you want some things to be reciprocated. And I feel like, well, maybe y'all do approach relationships the same way you approach friendships. Careless.
You think we approach our friendships in the same way that we approach our just general relationships?
Yeah, where you don't really, doesn't seem like y'all have any like real expectations. Like that TikTok that you said where it's just like, you saw me do some dumb stuff for many years. Mm-hmm. Now we're friends forever. Mm-hmm. It don't work like that on this side. We got to cry together.
To become friends.
To stay friends.
Stay friends. Oh.
See, guys, I feel like in order for us to just stay friends, we just have to have similar interests.
Yeah.
Like, I could be, say, you and Jaquan weren't together. I met him in a bar and he liked the Ravens for some reason. I'd be like, yo, I got his number just off the fact that we like the Ravens. Yeah. Every time I saw him, I would talk to him about the Ravens, and I could be out with my girl. I'm like, oh yeah, I know him because he liked the Ravens. We cool. That's my man. Yeah, that's my man.
That is a stranger.
And we'd be cool. And every time I'd be like, yeah, that's my man. I'd invite him to our home at this very just off the strength that we like the Ravens together. Like, and that's normal for guys.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to have like some type of, I guess, intimate connection. It doesn't have to be that.
Like y'all don't have like those small social interactions like in the bathroom, right? This is in my mind. When y'all go to the bathroom, y'all be like, girl, you look good, blah, blah, blah. You don't be like, all right, that could be one of the girls.
Or is that small talk?
Yeah.
No, I would never compliment a woman in the bathroom and be like, "Come over to my house." Like, no, it has to be a little bit deep. No, I'm not making bathroom friends. That's low.
So it's small talk.
Yeah, I guess in my mind, like, I feel like you have acquaintances, like a woman that that's not even an acquaintance. I don't know. I'm trying to think, what is a good acquaintance? Maybe
Like a work friend? Is that an acquaintance?
I guess you can call it that.
Tier.
I don't have work friends, but yes, I would call it that. Yeah, there you go. Like 8 hours of the day, best.
We solid, yeah.
But after business hours, I do not know you, woman. Do not try to come to my
You
home.
wouldn't say hi to them if you saw them?
I would also try to duck into a different aisle, but that's just in general with everybody. But I would say hi. I would say hi if I saw them. But that's an acquaintance. Yeah, like you don't really know me on a deep level to be like, we're friends.
But then that goes into people treating work as work. Like
that
everything
too.
at work, people, y'all just work. Unless somebody stands out that much to become your friend and be like, yo, you go out to a happy hour. You're like, dang, this person got more interest. And I thought that, you know what I'm saying, we both got similar interests. But that takes that effort as well, right?
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm a bad representation. Let me just tell y'all, the friends I got now, if I lose any of y'all, we just going to be down a couple numbers. I'm not gaining any new ones.
Okay.
I'm not interested. I don't want any.
See, that also just brings me to like, so say you were interested. Where would you find new friends?
Maybe that's
I was
why.
talking to someone and they just got into like Baltimore in general. And they were like, I don't have any friends in the city and I don't understand how or where I would find new people. Like I'm not about to just go out to a bar like, hey girl. It's awkward. So where would you find new friends in your old age?
I just wouldn't have any, quite honestly.
You just don't?
No, I think, okay, part of the reason, and we talked about this, I have a big family. It is 7 of us. I've never needed to go look for a friend. I got friends in the house. So all the friends that I have, Jessica, for example, we started off as enemies. And I was like, you know what? She's a cool enemy. So we became friends. And then we've just been friends ever since. Like, I was like, tenacity. You keep sticking around. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like it worked out that way. But I'm just like, I don't know. I've never gone into like a space and been like, oh no, I'm going to make friends. I'm like, if I don't have any friends here today, I still got to go home. I got friends there. So I think my approach to friends is a little bit different. Like if it happens, it happens. But I can't recall a time in my life where I was ever seeking friends out. I feel like all my friends just kind of fell into my lap. Yeah.
I can piggyback off that. Same thing, big family. Like I said, I got 7 brothers, man. So coming home, same thing. I had friends, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I had a whole bunch of friends. But that wasn't by like me seeking it. It was more so just, you know what I'm saying, it happened. Consistency, you've seen the same people all the time. But going home, you're like, man, I got all I need here. Honestly, it's too much interaction at home. So it's to the point when I get to school, I'm like, man, all right.
Burnt out?
I'm burnt out because it's so much at home.
You were like, for both of y'all coming from bigger families, y'all, like when y'all made friends, y'all didn't care to have like 4 or 5 plus, like larger groups of friends because you already had larger families. Like if a friend just came to you, was like, that's my man's, and it just is what it is. You weren't looking to have.
To build a friend empire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole conglomerate.
Just like that school thing.
No, y'all are my empire. This is the most friends I think I ever had at one time in my life. It's y'all.
I never thought of it like that. I'm like, the ones I made was by chance. Yeah. I never thought of it like, I never went to school like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got hella friends. Like, no, I never thought of it like that. It just, I had them. And then you go home and you good. You got all the friends you need at home. So.
Did you build your friend empire?
Well, yeah, so I guess technically that wasn't my intent to build a friend empire, but like, so I'm the middle child of 3. My brother is 10 years older than me, and then my sister's 2 years younger than me, but she's a girl, so we just moving differently, but she's the closest sibling, so like, I'm not gonna say I grew up like an only child, but like all 3 of us were always in our own separate like spaces. So once I went to school, and I went to schools that were like really far from home. So I wasn't like meeting people in between them, but I was traveling a lot to get back and forth to school. So once I got to school, the people that I felt like I had the most connections with, I connected with. And I think because I really wasn't like outside when I was home because I was traveling, when I got to school, it just was like, yo, we all struggling through this. So it's like I just made connections off that. And I guess it kind of did turn into just me just connecting with people more than in my house, I guess, sometimes.
I can see that.
That's fair. Because I think I relate because also being the middle child, but both of my siblings, well, we're closer in age. Like, my older sister, 3 years older than me, 2 years. 2 years older than me, and my younger sister's 3 years younger. Mm-hmm. But I'm the only boy in the house. So, like, it's not like I'm interacting with them often. Like, yeah, we're siblings, so we talk and we play or whatever, but I'm the only boy, so I obviously have different interests. When I got to school, I did actually seek out, like, I wanted to have friends. Mm-hmm. But it was strange. I was an odd egg. It was a weird I was very quiet. So I think it was harder for me to just put myself out there. Like, I was a very shy child. So I never had, like, a lot of friends. I generally had, like, a close 3 that, like, kind of followed me throughout life, essentially. And it's kind of been that way for the most part. Like, I don't think I've made any new friends since, like, college.
Same.
And even when I got to college, I made the choice of, like, I'm going to run track so that I can put myself out there to meet people. Because, like, I just wasn't ever someone who put myself out there to talk to anybody. Mm-hmm. And so I think if I didn't meet new friends in college, right now I'd be a lonely person. I just wouldn't talk to people.
Yeah. Side note too. Shout out to them side friends. I was a shy child too. So them friends we had, them close knit 1, 2, 3. Shout out to them because they were so important. You know, because if you didn't have them, let's just say you go to school and they just happen to be sick that day. Not all 3 of them, but 1 or 2, and then whatever. He's like, that's
a whole different day.
It's a whole different day. You know, it's just like going to a new environment and like, shoot, you going with me. So I'm like, we good. But all these people I don't know. You know, when you going in by yourself, you like, dang, now I gotta force this thing and I gotta figure out, you know, stuff on my own. So shout out to those friends, some close-knit friends there.
That's Jada's point. That was Jada's things earlier. Just that bonding moment, connecting with people. Yeah, I went to get yes, thunder, but
no, I was just gonna say, yeah, no, that's real. I as soon as he said that, there was a specific person that came to mind, like from like 3rd grade until 8th grade. Not even actually until like high school. Like, this one dude, he was solid. Like, when I first moved from the city to the county, that was like the one friend that I knew that I had. And I was like, that was my guy. And I was always very shy, very low key, and he was out there. He put himself out there. And it was just nice to have someone out there who could maneuver those groups better than I could.
Absolutely.
I was like, that's dope. So I appreciate that. Like,
no, absolutely.
No, shout out. My best friend I've known for 21 years. That is our relationship in a nutshell. And I never really thought about it until you just put it into words like that. And like we've talked about it, like how we've connected and stuff. We met in elementary school. So we went to elementary school together, middle school, high school, split for college, and then like reconnected and rebuilt after college and stuff like that. But like the worlds that we both interacted in, we interacted in some of them together, and I think that's what we bonded. But like the ones that we didn't interact in together definitely opened up the door to be like, oh, right, this man is like feeding into some of the things I feel like I'm not getting in other areas of my life. So just building that bond, like, no, you really like helped me develop as a developing man.
Facts.
No, you said, I was going to ask y'all this next, but you said it. I was going to ask if you guys have best friends. Because I know you have best friends, but I'm like, you rarely hear y'all refer to them as best friends, but you said it.
I would say that's my man.
Yeah, but if I would ask you, like, oh, do you have a best friend?
I'm like, yeah. I would say yes. Yeah. But if I'm just talking, I would never be like, oh yeah, my best friend. I would say my man's. Just because I don't know, it would feel weird.
No, that's fair.
It's not.
Can you say close friend?
My close friend? Yeah. No.
That sounds worse.
Yeah, I was saying no.
My close friend.
Yeah, vulnerability. Dang.
It just does not feel normal to say. I would be like, yeah, my close friend. That sounds wild to me.
Wow.
It's a different terminology.
Yeah, I don't even want to admit that like I have a guy on my close friends on Instagram. It sounds strange.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this. Well, I'll give you a scenario first, and I'll ask the other question. Let's say it's Todd's birthday. He decide on that Saturday, we all going to Ruby Tuesdays.
This is a crazy spot.
If they don't want to go, I just
Stick with the story. Stick with the story. Curtis can't make it. Are you mad at Curtis?
Not even a little bit. As long as he be like, y'all can't come.
What if he said he couldn't make it because he just doesn't enjoy Ruby Tuesdays?
That's perfectly fine.
No.
But see, it's,
Yeah.
I think it's two different things. No, I'm never gonna be mad at him. I'm be sad that he can't come though. Low key.
I might
You know,
disappointed,
you like,
but, I'm
dang.
not gonna be upset. Yeah,
No, I'm never upset with him, but I'm like, damn, Curtis can't make it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna hit me for a little bit, but then I get over it, like in a day. You know what I'm saying? Or a couple of hours. But
Would you talk to him about like, dang, I'm kind of sad you couldn't make it?
I mean, he couldn't make it. Now, if he say he don't like Ruby Tuesdays,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
He's like,
saying,
yeah.
oh, bro, it's my birthday. I don't give a damn if you don't like Ruby Tuesdays. But
Okay, good.
but you know, that's a crazy scenario. Like,
Okay, fine.
I think he'll find a way to make it.
Or something.
You know, look. At least he get a drink. He probably won't get the food.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like.
Let me get
Tuesday is
Ruby
my birthday,
Tuesday.
and I really been want to go. Like Ruby Tuesday is my favorite place ever. And Kirby's like, no,
Yikes.
Ruby Tuesdays. I don't want to go.
Then maybe he
Like,
ain't your friend. Then
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
But-
would feel some type
yeah,
of
I
way.
was like, that's crazy, but like I wouldn't harbor on it.
I think it depends on the severity of the situation. Like my birthday, not saying that I'm just gonna get one next year, but it's like, all right, cool. You busy, you can't come to this. Cool. But like if it's like my wedding or something like that, I feel like if the stakes are higher, then I am going to feel a way like, yo, you couldn't come to this with me.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Then I would feel some type of way. But just
Would you communicate it?
I think depending on the severity of it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Just
because like if it's my birthday, nah, I'm just like, all right, you couldn't come. I would feel some type of way, but I don't think I would trust it.
girl
And I
world
think
is
with-
different.
I think with guys, and just to not even to like shit on your scenario, I just think a guy would be like, I don't want to go because I don't like Ruby Tuesday. He's just like, I can't go.
He wouldn't say he wouldn't like Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, there's no
Honestly.
way I do be like, I don't want to go to Ruby Tuesday because I don't like Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because they know that's going to cause an issue or there's a potential for a problem.
Yeah.
As just with like your guy friends, I think we maneuver it so that we're not,
To avoid conflict.
to avoid conflict. It's not necessary. Unnecessary conflict, we're not going to.
Yeah.
Pursue it.
Birthday, you want Ruby Tuesday, all right.
Yeah, cool. I can't go.
If you like it, you like it. Yeah.
Okay. So my next question from that was just going to be, how do you guys maintain friendships? I know for us, and y'all could be similar, but for me and all my close girlfriends, like we talk all the time. Not on the phone necessarily. Me and Jessica, we phone girls. We'll get on the phone like once every week and just talk for a couple hours. But we've always been like that.
What's your 40?
Maybe. But we talk on the phone. I know we do like voice notes all day, like me and Bill. We're in constant, more or less communication with each other. And I guess that's our way of like checking in and keeping up. Do men do that? Huh.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, so same with Curtis. I don't have we have like a separate thread of conversation that we have, but I don't talk to Curtis one-on-one every week. But group chats, yes.
Mhm.
Like we talk all the time through our group chats, but it's just like, for me, I guess in particular, because I know that there's other people who do like actually just talk to their friends often. It's not me, but I think that's just because I'm not a super social person.
Mm.
Like, I think if I can just talk to you at any point and we're cool, we're cool. Like, I feel like I don't, if I have to talk to you all the time, like have to put it, or to like maintain that, then we're not really cool like that.
Oh my gosh.
I just, like me, for instance, you and I, we don't talk all the time at all. But I feel like every time we do talk,
It's love.
it's love.
You just skip a beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing to change.
You know, that's a good point.
Like, there's
That's a
no
good point.
problems.
And that's kind of that relationship with just all men.
Yeah, with all men. Yeah.
Ah.
If you think of your relationship with me, that's how I'm with everybody. That's all guys with every guy.
That's very low maintenance.
Yeah.
I
It's like
admire it.
communicating, we chopping it up, so it's like I know that like your right leg isn't missing right now. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, we are in great spirits. We talking about this game. That's a win in our friendship category in my mind.
Same for you?
Same. Yeah, as long as you check up. I'm a little different. I'm a loner's loner. And when I say it like that, like I got friends, but I don't keep up with them. You know, I don't at all. But I think my guys know, like, just like he said, like if I'm good and we do communicate at some point, then we good. I don't try to maintain friendships because I know they're still there. I know if we good, we good. Because it's not like when we younger anymore. It's not like we sitting here, like we all grown. We know we got personal issues. You know, we got our jobs. You know, we got separate things going on. You know, so, yeah, like I said, it's definitely pretty much the same on that end.
That's interesting. I mean, I guess you're right. If I don't talk to you for, let's say, 25 days, I'm not like, oh, that's been a long time. Hope he's not mad. I think we have a problem. But if I didn't talk to one of my girl best friends for a long time, I'd be like, ugh. Was it something I said? Like,
so, like, you asked us, like, do we have best friends and stuff? What's like the categories that women kind of keep it in? And like, not that you have to break it down to this level, but like you communicate with your best friend more, I guess, or just on deeper topics.
Yeah, for me, I don't think it's less about frequency and more just about, I guess, like vulnerability. Like best friend, I guess I use best friend and kind of close friend like interchangeably. Like I always say Jessica's my best friend because I've known her since I was like 5, and I'm like, that's a long time. You deserve a like accolade or something for that. So it makes sense. But like, you know, I still consider like my other close friends from college to be like my best friends as well. But for me, I guess to me, it's not really so much the time or the frequency of us talking. It's more so like, if something devastating and terrible happens to me, am I comfortable enough to pick up the phone and call you to like bare my soul to you? That's kind of how. So it's either that, or if I wouldn't tell you if I even, I don't know, had a fender bender, then it's like, acquaintance.
But also too, since men, we don't naturally just share things with each other. You know, don't get me wrong. Todd called me, I'm like, yeah, bro, this shit happened. But when that said thing happened, I'm not calling Todd. It's like, this happened.
Yeah, right. And I was just about to say that. Exactly.
You know?
Like,
I'll tell him.
It's generally not a proactive thing, but we'll share.
If like you checking in, I'll answer your questions.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about it.
But yeah, no, not generally just like, oh yeah, this just happened. Let me call this person.
Yeah.
Let them know.
So don't ask, don't tell policy. That's what I get.
They'll find out at some point.
Like the way you put that.
Like you won't believe, bro. 3 weeks later, you know.
I respect it. I respect the simplicity of your brains, I guess, and how you interact with each other.
But it's easy.
I mean, it sounds very easy.
But we don't think of it as like we're doing it because it's easy. It's just us. It's just it happens.
That's impressive.
Right? Now you think about it. Now I think about it. Yeah.
Because like, so you started by saying like women expect the same things in their platonic relationships and their romantic relationship, or just I guess effort. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Like I said, all the things when I really think about it that I would expect from like my friendships. Like I said, I expect things to be like reciprocated, you to be a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen to, us to have a good time together, you know, me not to always be the person being like, oh, hey girl, let's go get dinner. Let's, you know, like I expect that, you know, a happy birthday, like things like that. And I guess I do have the same expectations in a relationship. You expect it to be like reciprocated, someone to like do nice things for you sometimes, you know, like stuff like that. And for us to communicate consistently. Mm-hmm. So I think, I don't know, I guess that's how my mind, like I do expect the same thing, I guess, when you think about it out of both relationships.
Mm-hmm. I'm not putting these words in your mouth, but I think when I look at like my friendships with my male friends, I don't feel like they owe me anything. So like if you do miss the birthday, to use the example, right? Like I know that you're not just missing it because you just don't like Rudy Tuesdays. Like something actually took you from this where to the point that I'm like, yes, I might feel some type of way about it. Like I do want my best friend here or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I know you weren't doing it maliciously. Like I know it was just like, I can't be there. So I guess I'm not just I don't look at it as though you have to do the same things for me that I do for you. It's just kind of like, you know, we cool. And if it's at that relationship or it's at that level, it's at that level. But if it's not, then I'm putting no skin in.
I would say that with a lot of guys, it is all about intent, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, as long as somebody's not trying to intentionally hurt you, we're not going to take it that seriously.
Yeah, and I mean, for women too. So I don't want to make that sound crazy, but yeah, like if you had an emergency or you just had an existing engagement, you could not make it to the thing. For me personally, it's okay, girl. Yeah. But if it did, like I said, like you said, oh, I'm sad you're not there or something, I would say it. Or if it was a thing where you didn't have an emergency and you're just like, oh, I can't make it, and I felt like, oh, is there an issue? I would say something. I guess that's me. Like that's the part where I'm just like, I guess we're more likely, or I am at least, to communicate my feelings, good, bad, or indifferent, to be like, hey, that made me feel this way. Versus y'all, where you just assume, of course, they're like, and I mean, not that I would assume they had bad intent, but y'all just like, they wouldn't do anything to hurt me. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. You don't got to come to Ruby Tuesdays, Chad. Yeah.
But I see it as that Ruby Tuesday example. Yeah, we would probably say something. I know I would. I'm like, bro, you don't like Ruby Tuesday? That's crazy. You still not gonna make it to my birthday. But just in the case where he doesn't voice that he doesn't like Ruby Tuesdays, and he make up some other thing or some other excuse, or if it's valid, it's not an excuse, but it's whatever it is, then I wouldn't voice it. I'd just be upset. I'm like, damn. It's all good though. You know what I mean? Because I assume that yes, you're going to babysit your child, not babysit your child. But you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
No, but
some people do.
Yeah, my bad. Babysit your niece and nephew. You know what I'm saying? Or you got previous obligations, or whatever the case may be. You got sick, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then I'll just see it as, oh shit. Well, that's what he has to do. I'm not gonna think of it as an excuse. But the Ruby says example, period. I'm just like, that's wow. That you don't want to come to Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah,
so you
no.
Miss my birthday. But yeah.
Okay. Fair. Another question. As men in your friendships, do you hold each other accountable in any capacity? Whether it's your interactions with each other, or maybe if they did some scumbag stuff like another friend, like, do you guys hold each other accountable, or is that also don't ask, don't tell policy?
I'd say I'm not gonna say my best friend, but my guy, who happens to be my best friend.
By chance.
I can't say best friend, it's hard. But it's very hard. But yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Like with him, cause I do have a best friend. I'll say it out here. I have a best friend.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. Like if he say he's gonna do something, he doesn't do it, or he's straying away from things that I feel like he's capable of, and he just fall off the wrong, just going a different direction. Hell yeah. Good. With my other friends, sometimes like I got one friend in particular, I was just like, I'm gonna let you live, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you live because it's just like, it is what it is. Now, you are my guy at the end of the day for sure. And if you ask for advice, I'd tell you, you know. But just me hearing shit, like on the phone or in person, I'm just like, damn. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna come to that point. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same.
I think it kind of depends on the severity of it, I think. Because there's certain things that probably more things than should be that I think I in particular will let go, and that I won't like hold somebody accountable for it. And it's mainly just because I don't care that much. But I think that's mainly what it boils down to, is that I don't care about a lot of things that I feel like most people care about. But I think that there are certain things that a friend in particular who has done, and he's done some wild just things in general, I think we hold that person accountable, but it's always in a joking manner. It's never like a serious tone, like, hey man, you need to cut this shit out, get your life together, calm this shit down. It's like, yo bro, you was wilding. It's always kind of like in that tone. And it's like, you should probably not do that. And he's like, yeah, I won't. And he does it again. And we're like, yeah, but for real, you should cut it out. And I think maybe we should change that tone sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I feel like we all know that the intent is serious, but we don't put that seriousness in the tone of it. Mm. And I think that might be an issue for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think it depends on my level of friendship with that person. Like, I definitely don't think, like for me, right, I just recently started calling the man that has been in my life for the past 21 years my best friend.
It's a crazy intro, but go ahead.
He's my best friend, right? Yeah. Me and him, I feel like we have conversations where we hold each other accountable. But like, kind of to Tara's point, if like you have your best friend and we have friends and I guess like associates, but I'm not calling anyone my associate like that's my associate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's my man. Like somebody I went to school in 6th grade with that we had built a connection, and I see you and we ain't got no bad blood. That's my man. That can be a friend. But like I might, because we not interacting as much and stuff like that, I don't think I'm gonna hold you to the same level of accountability because I just don't think I care about the other side of that equation that I'm not part of, I guess is the best way to
You're not
word it.
invested in the outcome.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like that's not affecting me.
Okay.
But you still want to see him do well, though.
Yeah, no, I want to see him do well, but
you're not investing in it for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I guess that's me because I'll consider like I don't have any just friends or acquaintances / friends in my life. I don't think so. I think all of my friends are like we're close friends. Like we're close friends. Mm-hmm. Like at least I consider it to be. Yeah, no, I can say that. So yeah, I do. Because I want to be held accountable by those people. I would hold them accountable. But I get what you mean. Although somebody I knew in 6th grade, if we maybe see each other every once in a while, I don't care if your life is going well. There's no need to
We know
pretend.
that. Listen, based on your goodwill story, I think the house and the kids, and yet you can't say nothing. So we understand. But yeah,
That's true. This is why I don't have acquaintances. I barely got friends.
but that's like less maintenance in my mind, right? It's less people to keep a.
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining because again, I have a pretty big family, so I'm like, you know what, the roster is full.
Yeah.
We don't have any more room.
52-man roster. Huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not saying that you got a whole bunch of people in your family. I'm just saying
We do.
football. But still, I wasn't saying it like that though. But yeah.
No. I get you. I'm just saying.
I think too, the conversation of just like men communicating, like if I just have the most exciting thing I have in my life just now, or the most traumatic thing I have in my life right now, who's the person I'm going to pick up the phone and call? I think it really just kind of boils down to, for me at least, like we just really now starting to try to connect to our emotions and feelings to be able to communicate them.
That's fair.
So like, do you think sometimes when this major thing, right, I won't make it negative or bad, but sometimes me personally, right, I'll personalize it. If a major thing had in my life, I don't necessarily feel like I have the words right now to even be like, yo, let me call my best friend and be like, this is what's happening. These are my raw emotions. I feel like when me and him have conversations, they're more kind of not like definite, but like I'm a little bit more settled in where I kind of have my thoughts, and then I introduce people. I guess is probably the best way.
Yeah, and I'll say I don't think that there is like a man or a woman thing because I'm the same way too. I think a lot of times, at least when it comes to me, like okay, let me share whether something is really good or really bad. At that point, I guess I probably would maybe call the friend I've known my whole entire life. Maybe if I'm like kind of fishing through, like I don't know how I feel about this, but most of the times, once I'm to the point where I want to share, I know how I feel. And I'm not really looking to share when it's like raw and it just happened. I do got to sit with it for a minute. So I can relate to that.
Yeah, I guess I share when the time presents itself. Because like even when I talk to my fiance, I don't know if she want to name out there, but even when I talk to her, right, and like she'll be like, so you was just with this person for like 3 hours and you don't know how their job's going or if they change job, what the job title is. Like we bonded and talked about so much other stuff that is like the opportunity to present that information didn't present itself in my mind sometimes. Yeah.
No, just the way that y'all have been talking and just being like, oh, if something major happens, just something major, not good or bad, happens, I want to tell this person. I was just thinking, like, I don't think I have that's not my significant other. I wouldn't be like, oh, I want to call and pick up the phone and be like, yo, this is what happened. It would, I think, if that's what you define as like a best friend, I think I have all of my friends kind of just one tier of like, these are my best friends.
Same.
And like, yeah, I would tell them all.
Newsletter. E-blast.
I don't think there's one specific person. So that's why when you ask like, oh, do you have a best friend? I was like, I think so, but I think it's just like a bunch of people. I think I put everybody kind of on the same level for the most part. I don't know if there's one person that stands above the rest. I think everybody has their different parts that I connect with them with or about just whatever it is, whatever we connect about. And then I'd be like, oh, that's my friend for this is my friend for this reason. Like I think that's what men relationships are based on. It's really based on connections.
Okay.
Like
Right.
I fuck with this person because of this reason. And this is why I talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that. Okay.
Yeah.
My last question. Have any of you ever had to end a friendship?
Like intentionally end?
Yeah.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
I intentionally ended by like just not communicating no more. Just slowly distance myself purposely.
Like ghosting though.
Ghosting.
Did you tell them though?
No. Cause that's wild. Like,
I'm about to go.
like, yeah, bro, what you did or what you said is wild. I just like, all right, cool. They don't deserve to be a part of my life no more.
Like, no,
See ya.
I got it.
It's out there. Like, home, what's that? And then disappear, you know?
Yeah, I feel like if
Yeah.
I had to do it, I would probably do it that way too. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, nah. I would just.
Have you actually had to be like, I'm not your friend no more?
Yes.
Oh, and did you say
Elementary
like that?
school? Or was this?
That's where it began.
Okay.
Like I practice early.
I like to be clear.
No, but like as far as like as an adult.
Above the age of 18, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Maybe like teenage years being just like, yeah, it's not me, it's you. Like it's
I don't think I've ever done that in my whole entire life. If like to voice it, you know?
well, you gotta know why I'm not talking to you no more.
No, I'm not shaming you. I'm saying, yeah, no, it's okay. You know, it's okay to do that because shout outs to people who can do that. I don't think I could just tell someone like, yo, like, boom, you rubbed me the wrong way. And to this point, we're no longer friends. I think I've always had a way of just being like, all right, cool, I'm good off you.
And I feel like the
And
guy
disappear.
can kind of tell too sometimes. Like, yeah, he ain't really rocking with me the same.
Yeah, and they'll just fall back slowly.
We fall back as well. Yeah.
Oh, I respect it.
And
Now I was
even
in.
still probably if you like saw that person and you like, yo,
Yeah, it's still like a shoot. Yep. But
Nah.
You're dead to me.
When I was in
Well,
elementary
heck no.
school, I had a 3-check system, and I was very upfront with it. You had 3 checks, and every time you did something
was
wrong,
it structured?
yeah, it was actually written on paper. Yeah, it was in my diary. But like, I would write down what you did next to each check, and if you got to that third one,
Hold up.
don't look at me.
Hold up. So if something happened in the beginning of the day of school and you get home and like, I can't wait to get to that book.
I really did used to write it. I've always been organized or sociopath.
In my mind, it kind
did
of sounded
not
like you
say
were.
good morning to me. Ow.
When I get home this afternoon,
I
that
get to
square
that
getting
book?
checked.
I see you.
Don't even know you were the second one.
I respect it.
Yeah, that's really harsh boundary. But I guess I'm a big family. You probably was like, I don't need to see no more. I'm done with you.
I got friends in the house.
Yeah, get out of here.
So would you was in your mind like, you on your second check, girl, the next word can be your last.
I would
It can
tell
be
them.
it.
I would tell them.
You tell them they're on the second check and they be like, what the fuck is she talking about?
I was upfront with the system from the start. I'm just like, look, we get to 3.
Before you get to know me, just know I
have a
got
low
3
tolerance.
strike system.
I'm 10 and I'm fed up. Get to the third one, we're done here.
Damn, would you show them? Would you tell them? The criteria?
No.
Damn. Well, now
I'm
again,
gonna
you
tell
shouldn't
you
know.
how to treat me.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to tell somebody how to treat you. It's just, yeah, you should know.
Yeah, don't be trying to play with nobody else at recess. It's
I
me or
respect
nothing.
it, though. I respect it.
I can say that anybody that I've called my friend and that we don't talk anymore, I don't think there's ever been a problem. At least not on my side. Maybe I was a friend that they was like, I'm good off it.
Maybe you were the problem.
It was me, but I always thought it was like, yeah, we just don't talk anymore. It's cool.
Yeah. I should,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's never. And if I see them, we cool. We good at it. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had a reason to just cut someone off, or even have to voice it like, yo, what you did, that's messed up. I think I'm cool off this relationship. One, I think that's a little too vulnerable for me. I'm gonna own that one. I think that's That's a lot of emotions to say to another person, just out front. That's wild to me. I can't even fathom it. Mm-hmm. But I also just think I haven't been put in that predicament, and I think that's just that I'm like a non-confrontational person. Like I don't think I've ever had a problem with someone that deep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Have y'all ever had to deal with somebody that was like that you knew that truly didn't rock with you, but yet they still stuck around for whatever weird reasons that they had? We're just like
very strange.
Like you really don't mess with me, like you really don't. But for some reason, you still trying to act cool. But I know you don't. No, it could be my own mind playing tricks on me, but I just know you don't. Because there's little things that you like, it's no way you could.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm generally loved.
Oh, well, shit. I guess it must be me, goddammit. It must be me.
No, I have experienced
Oh, so it is me.
No, I mean, it could be you. But I have experienced that before, too. And it's a very strange, it's a very weird thing. That's why we all need the 3-strike system. Clear that right on up. Get you right on out of here. But I have experienced that too. I think I guess for different reasons. I don't know if it's a man or woman thing, but sometimes people are like, maybe they see the value in you and maybe they don't like that, but you're still valuable. So they stick around. It's strange, but I have experienced that. You know?
She should break that down because I ain't never.
Yeah, I ain't think of it like that.
I can do a TED Talk on my 3-strike system if anybody here needs it. Say the word.
Because how I navigate it, I just like, I would do what I usually do. Yeah. But then it's like as I'm backing up, they're still coming forward. I'm like, yo, bro, relax.
And that's why you have to tell people, I'm not your friend anymore. I mean, no, really though. Because it can get really weird. I mean, obviously it's more extreme cases where like, because it's not always rooted in jealousy, obviously. But like if you, I don't know, the desire to want to be around me but not wish me well. I watch a lot of Lifetime. You're going to kill me.
Lifetime.
Yeah. Like it's a very, very strange situation and a great reason to end a friendship.
Well, I hope you guys never deal with it. Yeah. Because it's weird. It's a funny feeling.
Question, because I said I didn't experience it, but I have. But I've only been in those situations where it was like an associate or a friend of someone else. It's never been a situation where I actively was like, I'm putting myself, I want to be around this person. Mm-hmm. It was always a room I walk into like, oh, this nigga.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So in those instances, I have been like, somebody get their man.
And see, same thing though. And like, that's what I mean. As far as associates, I'm referring to a work friend. So it's like, you're a work friend. You're not a friend's friend. You're not somebody that I would truly sit there and be like, if my parents having a cookout, I'm having a cookout. I want you over my house, you know, but just like, oh no, we solid. We all got them friends like, yo, that's my guy for real, for real. But then that guy, when I'm turning to be like, hold up, why are you acting like this? Yeah. But it's not, I never had to deal with that, with the actual true, like, oh no, yeah, this is my boy. Like, this is my house. See how I live, see how, I'm saying what I got going on. So it never happened that way, but.
It's always been a manufactured type of thing though.
Yeah.
Like work friends, it's like, we only friends because
I have to be here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, and you're cool. We got a little similar interests, but it was just a weird feeling to experience. But I'm just like, damn, I'm like, hey, you ain't fired yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you say you hate this job. Why didn't you apply for something else? You know? So yeah, but yeah, never had to deal with the actual true like friend. So, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. What we learned is that we need to tell people, I'm not your friend anymore.
Hey, I'll do it for you if you like me to.
I'll put you on retainer.
Yeah.
forward them to you every time.
But really quick, as men, I find that very hard to do. Do you guys feel the same way as telling somebody like, I don't think I can be like, yo, yeah, like, nah, bro, like, we not cool. Like, I can't do this no more.
I personally don't think I ever seen the need to do it because, so I was going to ask that earlier, like, is there any part of you in saying that you like, all right, well, this person might learn or like, what's the point of it for me? Because like for me, I won't say it because I'm like, they're going to just turn around and do it to the next person. And if they're not doing it to me no more, I don't care. I wash my hands. go down a ditch somewhere. Is kind of how I treat the situations.
My system was harsh. I didn't sentence nobody to death.
I just don't like once I don't care. So like it feels for me, it feels like it's more energy to say those words because I already don't know how to just say them directly. But then I'm like, now in my mind, it's like you're benefiting if I tell you why you're a bad friend versus just being like,
I'm not going to let you be a better person.
Don't be
You're not getting no character development off me.
I don't care. You're a horrible person.
But why we want to make them a better person if we good off of them?
No, see, but okay. I'm not sitting down being like, this is all the things that you did wrong. These are the areas that you should improve. No.
Or your 3 strike.
You're right. Here's my book.
No.
I'm honest in competition.
It was Spiral book. Let's relax.
These are things you did.
Yeah, but for me, it's less about. It's more so for me, so we don't talk anymore. Maybe I've never been in a position where something happened where it was blatant, like you should never speak to me again. I want to make sure you don't contact me ever again, and you don't feel the need to like say hello. Like I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
That like this is what happened. I did not like it. It made me feel this way. Have a nice life.
Question. Did somebody get a half a check at some point? And just be like, yo, you are one
It's all
stroke
lit.
away.
It's not hangman.
All right. It's like, I'm coming down.
That just make
No.
it to the top, bro.
Like, you were that one word away from getting that.
This is why we are vulnerable with you guys.
That's why we're not vulnerable with each other.
Yeah,
Boom.
Mm-hmm. No
At least we're friends.
facts.